Hello, Matthias.
Hey, brother. Nice to see you. You're looking awesome,
See
man.
you.
Yeah.
You're looking awesome.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, Matthias.
Hey, how you doing? Nice
Good, how
to
are
see
you
you,
doing?
Matthew. Doing good, man. I love the look of your trucks, man. That thing looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking good.
Pleasant good evening, everybody. Good night.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Oh man, it's good to be here. Good to be here. Wednesday already. Woo, this is awesome. I'm stoked to be here with you guys. Let's get this party started. Mr. Calloway, how are you? Thumbs up.
Oh, I'm very good. Yes, very good.
Long time no speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's get rocking.
Hey, kids.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob. How's it going, fellas? Hey, Rob.
Amazing.
Good, good, good.
Charles.
Hey,
All right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? All right. Well, I know that we'd all love to. I'm going to mute everybody there. Sorry, guys. I'm going to mute the background out just so that we have clarity on our audio here. There's a lot of people watching the replays on this. It's recorded, so certainly is something that we try to keep clear, guys. Welcome back to the AK Roundtable. Thank you guys for showing up. You know, a lot of people don't end up showing up, but could show up. And of course, there's very good reasons why somebody may not show up. They could be busy on a job. They could be busy with their family doing things. And, you know, those are all very important things. But when I say, you know, showing up, if you can show up, you know, if somebody's sitting there scrolling their Facebook feed or somebody's burning their time, maybe that's not exactly the best thing for them in their future. So guys, I want to congratulate you on winning, on being here tonight and investing into your future. That's something certainly that I don't take lightly. So congrats. And I know that there's a lot of you that are not on camera, and it could be because you're driving. It could be because you're shy. Could be because you might be, I don't know, you might be changing or something. I have no clue, but whatever it is, if you can come on camera, it becomes more of an intimate setting where we're able to see each other and we can react to each other and respond. We know that at the very top with communication, there's nothing better than being actually in person, right? When you're in person, you can actually feel the energy, feel the vibes, and you can look deep into somebody's eyes and have a really, really deep conversation. Those are so important for me. And I hope you guys you do have those and you practice those, because that's very, very special. The next stage down from that is being live on video together. So if you can come on camera, that would be awesome, guys. Let's bring you on. And again, if you can't totally get it. All right. Today is going to be amazing. Today is amazing. It is a very, very special day to be alive. It's right here, right now, and we get to experience something great over the next hour. I'd like to go through a few housekeeping items so that we can make sure that we're keeping everything in tune and in check. And if you guys can follow me on this and try to commit to that, then I think we're going to come out ahead of where we were when we first started this meeting. So first and foremost, down at the very bottom, you have your chat window. You can feel free to chat. You can ask questions in there. You can feel free to comment on things. For newbies that are on here, feel free to ask questions in there. You've got a lot of people with a wealth of experience on here that are more than willing to go to their way to answer those questions. And if it's an important one, then of course, you can raise your hand and come right on screen and do that live with us. The next one is we have reactions down in the bottom. Reactions at the bottom are for giving thumbs up. You can put your hand up. You can send smiley faces, whatever you truly desire. So make sure to use those reactions as well. Those are great. Raising the hand's one that you may use quite often if you want to speak or you have a question, or perhaps you just want to do a one-word close at the end of this, right? Where we say one word that summarizes this whole meeting. And then the last thing for housekeeping is if you can make sure to change your name in your profile in Zoom, change your name. All you do is add your email address. Keith, so it would be Keith and then your followed by your email address. You'll see that Stephen has done it, Matthias has done it. You can see I've done it, Anthony's done it, Robert Ramos has done it. So guys, if you can do that, that's going to help to be able to build your network. In other words, you're going to have people that are going to speak and engage on here, and building your network with people who are like-minded and willing to share and collaborate. How much better does that get, right? To build your network of great people that are willing to invest into you and spend time with you to build a better, brighter future. So, and then what we ask, there's one big ask for everybody on here. And this is an ask that I commonly bring up. And Matthias, I'm going to make you co-host so you can accept people in. And there's a lot of people popping in tonight. So I'm going to add you in, if you don't mind, as co-host here. There we go. And then you can just admit newbies that are coming on if you don't mind. But I have one request from all of you. And it's not a difficult one, but it's a request that I'm going to make. And I believe that along your journey somewhere, this has happened with you. And you may be somebody that's already doing this. But what you learn here, I ask that you pay forward. I ask that you take what comes here and you pay it forward to somebody else. So for some of you, this might be your very first year, or it might be, you may have not even started yet, but you're going to end up learning, and you're going to end up growing your business, and you're going to end up in a place that's different from where you are right now. And it's going to take a lot of advice, a lot of patience, and people will pay it forward to you. So if they're paying it forward to you, raise your hand if you agree that you should be paying that forward to somebody else, honestly, right? All right, so we're in an environment to pay it forward. That's the lighthouse mentality. You can see my background right here. I've got the team working up in that lighthouse, keeping that light bright for everybody out there. You guys do the same, please. All right, cool. Well, let's we're going to roll into something, and I'm going to ask Anthony to lead us on our exercise, what we do to get energized for this meeting. So if you can do that for us, Anthony, that would be really great, man. You're on mute, so come off mute and take it away, brother. What do we got to do?
This Anthony. All right, we're all gonna stand up.
All right, let's do it. Come on, guys.
Stand up.
Everybody stand up.
Everybody get there. And then we're gonna turn to the left. We're gonna pump 10 times. We're gonna do the same thing on the right, and then we're gonna go straight up in the air. Are you ready?
Yep.
We're gonna go like this, to the left, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight up. Get your arms up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As loud as you can. Woo!
Nice. Fantastic, guys. Good stuff. A lot of people, by the way, would think we're all crazy, but we kind of are in our own way, right? You know, so let's enjoy that. Let's reflect on that. Congratulations on doing it. A lot of people just don't do that. They dig straight into a meeting and it can kind of be numbing. So let's start off every meeting with energy. And guys, I want you to remember your meetings for your business. I want you to remember what it's like to get energized before it, because I'm going to ask you a question right now. Raise your hand if you think that energized people attract people. Well, let's stay energized then. Let's do this, guys. All right, let's raise the hands up, guys. We're going to go through wins. I want to hear big wins in the last week. Big wins. And I know that this team, I know there are a lot of people winning right now because I get private message by a lot of you. I want to hear about 3 or 4 big wins to get this thing pumped up. And then we're going to go into an inspirational moment afterwards. And I know that when you raise your hand up there, just know that you're going to come on, share it. And ultimately, what we're trying to do is get positivity into the group, talk about this kind of winning effort, and we continue to scale that, because I'm telling you, success attracts success and wins attract wins. So let's do this. Anthony, come on, brother.
All right, real quick. I'm not going to take all day on this. I sealed 200,000 square feet today and made it home for my kids' Taekwondo practice. That is a win.
Dude, that is awesome, man. Congratulations. Boom. super successful day back home with the family on round table, back to the family, get some rest, back at it again. Congrats, bro. You deserve every ounce of that success, man. Kyle Cook, it is good to have you on here, man. Come on, I know what your win is. Hopefully it's the one that I'm referring to.
Yeah, can you hear me fine?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yeah, no, my win is I'm on my way to go pick up that missing pallet of paint there, Judd, and appreciate you and Matthias and everyone at Asphalt Kingdom for trying to get that replacement order, but we luckily found the pallet of paint, so I am now locked in and ready to start painting this Saturday at a school that I have lined up. So that's a huge win for me. I appreciate it.
Well, man, we're so glad. I literally, my heart was singing this afternoon when I read that it was found. That was huge. And then I was communicating with LA in the background, Louisiana, and just so glad that was found. We did have that replacement that was going to go out, or it may even be on. I don't even know if it's on the road, but it's possible. Regardless, man, I'm stoked for you, and I can see that you've got a big smile ear to ear. You got your glasses on. You're ready to rock, man.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be good to get out and get some painting done. So I'm excited to use this new equipment. I spent a lot of money on it, so now I'm excited to actually get to work. So let's go.
I'm gonna correct the way you said that. You said you spent a lot of money. You didn't spend it, bro. You invested it right there. Congratulations, man.
There you go. Absolutely. Agreed.
Cool, brother. Well, I can't wait. Send some photos through and any video stuff that you're doing. We'll make sure to share it out on social as well.
Will do. Thanks. Thanks
brother.
Everyone from Asphalt Kingdom.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, man. Steven, what's happening?
Hey, Judd, I've missed you.
Missed you too, bud.
But I'm back now, and I'm back from Hamilton because my win is I spent a week with Rob McKenzie, and is he on right now?
Oh, is he on? Is he on? Come on. Of course he's on. He's great.
Good. So, oh, there you are. There you are, Rob.
My buddy, Steven.
You're a beautiful man, and you have great insights. So the lessons I for those who don't know, I went to Hamilton, Ontario, kind of near Toronto, just looking for some exposure on how to use the equipment. And that was the idea. And I did that. But the invaluable side of things was the watching Rob run his business. I very much enjoyed riding around with Rob and just, listening to him make calls, take calls, watch how he interacted with his clients and resolve things. I was able to help him with some supply things, but the lessons I learned completely, it forced me to completely reevaluate how I run my company. He's been doing it for 5 years. I've been doing it for a few weeks. So there's a lot to learn there. So if anyone is able to get to Hamilton, go talk to Rob about learning from him. It is an investment in yourself. Yeah, he's going to use you for some labor. You want that labor. You want that time with him. Okay. And it was great. Also, I've got, I was making business calls while I was out there. I lined up more jobs from my previous job. And so everything is just starting to come together, and, future's so bright, we need sunglasses. So,
yes.
There we go.
I know where Kyle's going to give us the little secret of where he gets those glasses. I know he's going to hook us up. He's going to give us that link. But right, Kyle, you got that right, Kyle? Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Amazon cheapos.
Make sure they're polarized, guys. Make sure they're polarized. Steven, I'm so stoked for you and Rob. And by the way, everyone, I did put a link in the chat. If anybody's looking for coaching, we do have coaches that are available. You can go do ride-along sessions with them, or you can go and you can actually do virtual training as well. You basically start out by doing a 30-minute acceleration session that's totally free, and then there's a paid service after that. But the coach always wants to get to know you to make sure the fit's right, and then they're there to guide and help. But Rob, how was the experience with Steven, man?
Hey, I was just going to jump in here. I got to tell you, I loved hanging out with Steven for that 4 or 5 days that he was down. he is just amazing guy. Like, he's got all these different things he's done in his life. He was teaching me so many different things about being in the RCMP and different jobs. I'm not gonna even tell you some of these crazy jobs he's done. He's been all over. And he is not shy to jump in and talk to people that matter that's gonna get. Can you hear me?
You're getting a lot of feedback in your mic, so I'm not sure. There's maybe an your air conditioning is blowing in your mic.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Perfect.
That's good.
Okay. But I tell you, Stephen knows how to talk to the right people that are gonna get him those big jobs, right? He's not shy to do that stuff. And I think honestly, now that he's back in Edmonton, he gets started, he's gonna get these jobs. He's already got a lot of line painting experience, so he's already got that mastered. That's not gonna be a problem. As soon as he starts sealing, doing his crack fill, he's gonna be awesome. And he just knows where to go, right? So I helped him a little bit, obviously, but I mean, he had the foundation, and now it's just letting him run with it. And I loved hanging out when we went for dinner last night with Gina, my wife, and we just had a blast. It was awesome. So I love doing that stuff. And yeah, if there's anybody out there that needs coaching, wants to come up to Hamilton, talk to me on the phone, by all means, hit me up and we'll do something.
If I could add just one more thing about the experience, the whole week for me, the most important part was actually the one where Rob got a call from an upset customer. And it was more than just one customer. It was a guy responsible for a church who said that he was representing 100+ customers. And Rob, I hope you sorted that out, but watching how Rob explored the customer's concern, explained expectations, kind of reiterated the limitations of the service and the benefits of it and what we could do moving forward. It was a long call, and yeah, Rob, I hope it worked out for the best for you. But I was really hoping to have that one disgruntled customer, because it's going to happen in any service industry. And
Absolutely.
learning that skill, learning how to resolve people's anger is a lifetime journey of learning. So
yeah, no, that was great. Hey, you spent 29 years teaching in parents in a very socioeconomically developed city, and you get all kinds of those. So, and I have a little bit of experience kind of working with people and parents and adults. So I think it helped a little bit that way. But yeah, he's happy. He was, it was a little bit of it was an infrared repair. It was a ramp leading up to the front door, and it was a little bit chunky on the asphalt aggregate that was in there. And we're just going to go back and we'll put a little bit of HL3 in there and smooth it all up. And I think they're going to be happy with that. So yeah, all good. All good. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up though. That was a good point.
Yeah, it's not all cupcakes and butterflies. Owning a business is not easy. Being a leader is not easy. Doing the right thing is not easy. But the other side of that's all even harder, right? It's like, well, what if you don't take care of that customer? That's way harder to deal with long-term than just taking care of the customer. That's going to be a lifelong customer that's going to send all kinds of people your way. Do the right thing always. At least work hard on trying to do that. It's not always easy, but work hard at it, right? Work hard. Guys, congrats, man. That's awesome. I'm so glad you had such a great time. And I know, Rob, you were talking about it when you were down visiting me. You were talking about Stephen coming across. Hey, where did you guys meet?
I picked him up at the airport in Hamilton. So we got an airport right there. I picked him up. We drove back. I think we went out right away, didn't we? We went out and did actually some pressure washing and
But where did you meet?
Oh, we did, Rob, but I think the initial contact was right here on the AK roundtable.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I totally missed that. Yeah, exactly. And this is, hey, building partners, man.
Look at that. 40 people on here right now. Look at the relationships that are being built. Like I'm looking at Matthew right now, Vio, who's like, he's sitting there with a smile. I know it behind his hand there, but like, Man, you're active on social media. Like, this is awesome. The whole community continues to strengthen and grow, and everybody's just moving in a direction of togetherness. And that's so special, guys. So Stephen and Rob, thank you for being a class act example for all of us on how you can network, create a connection, build a friendship, and really help each other. I know that Stephen will be paying this forward as time goes on. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Special stuff, guys. All
Thanks,
right.
guys. I gotta jump off here for a few seconds.
All right, brother. See ya. All right. I'm going to remove Mr. McKenzie from the spotlight here. And I saw that we had Bo Parker that had his hand up earlier. Do you want to come on, my man? Just unmute yourself and come on and share your wins. We can't hear you.
There we go. We should be unmuted now.
Good to go.
Hey,
What's
everyone.
happening?
Hey, everyone. Thank you. Thank you again, Judd, for allowing me the opportunity. And forgive me, I'm actually still in the office. So, working late. But the win for us was that for my wife and I, we were actually at one point about a month ago going to close down, shut this whole thing down. And yes, it was my pleasure. We were going to shut this whole thing down. But my wife kept on listening, kept on chiming in with Asphalt Kingdom, rejoining the calls, and she said, "You got to join the calls." And luckily, we picked up 2 guys. We gave some guys second chances. We started using second chance of folks that needed second chances to do, to get out, and they may have had a record or something, but they were very experienced guys. They just wanted another chance to get out and get back into the world and start working again and make a living for their family. And it has brought about, the customer service that these guys give, the hard work that they go out there. We're back in it. I'm excited again. I've quit I was one of those people that was only doing this job half-ass. I had a job, I had a full-time job, and at the same time doing the job on the side, trying to run a business that was not working. My coaches were, saying that was not going to work. Somebody needs to be working the business full time, has its full attention, getting the processes put in place, getting everything working. And I since then quit my job and working the business full time. And I'm really excited. As you can see, my first time being up here. And I'm excited. I love the excitement that I'm hearing here. And that's my win. My wife and I, we are running this. And thank you for keeping up with her. If you didn't know, Erica usually joins the call if she's not on already. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
Hey, Bo, it's awesome to have you on. I don't see Erica on here right now, but it's so good to have you on, man. And welcome. This is a pretty cool community that's developed. Everybody's invested a lot of time into it, a lot of positivity, and it's, if there's noise, it stays outside of here, man. It's just, we're here to build a brighter, better future for everybody, and that's what we're committed to. So welcome, and please do share and pay it forward, man, as we go forward. And thank you for your service, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Wow. I love this. All right, we're going to go into something that's pretty cool. Any other wins before we hop off? I know that everybody's winning. I know that you're all winning. But I know that there's challenges too, right? Like, there's challenges. Anybody dealing with any challenges right now? I deal with challenges all the time. All the time. Yeah. Anybody dealing with challenges, honestly? Or is everything perfect? Anybody want to bring up a challenge they might be experiencing right now?
I can bring up a challenge.
I would love that. Who's speaking?
This is Allie. How are you guys?
Hi, Allie. Are you on camera or are you off camera?
I'm off camera, unfortunately. I don't have my camera set up on this computer that I'm on right now. But
That's
either
fine.
way, I'm from Massachusetts, New Hampshire area, and I'm here because I found your group just today. For the first time ever, my 20-year-old son has put out his shingle to be a seal coater and is literally doing his first jobs today and tomorrow. He started last year just getting his feet wet with it. He got the equipment and a truck and the sealing machine and all that kind of stuff. And I just told him that he needs to get more education, and he's literally trying to make sure his lights are working so that his truck or his trailer works tomorrow for wherever he's going tomorrow. So I told him I'd get on the call and try to gather some information for him. So, man, it's a struggle. Is this really worth it? Is this business worth it?
Well, you said your son's 20?
Yeah.
Clay, what's up? I don't know if Clay can hear me, but I was going to bring him on. I don't know. Is it worth it? Who here's in the industry? Who's been in the industry for more than 5 years? Raise your hand. Anthony, is it worth it?
100%. 100%. The passion that you get from building this business will be something that grows with your son every year of his life.
Awesome. Yeah, he's really good at networking and the business piece, but he's really good at, managing the equipment and all that kind of stuff. And the stuff, like when you guys are starting out, like all the stuff seems to like want to fall apart very easily, and everything costs so much money. And I'm like, oh my God. And he sold his Mustang that he earned for himself at 17 years old just to get this business up and going. Like it was a really nice Mustang, and he sold it so that he could get his, and he gave up, he was already halfway done with college, and he's like, forget it. I just want to go out there and start running my own business. And this is where he's started, and he wants to grow this. And he actually took 2 guys on already starting today. And one guy had some experience with seal coating, so that's been wonderful. But now he's to the point that like, okay, I got to hurry up and beat the streets to get the clients all coming in and take over the neighborhoods. And, he's already sending me pictures of the jobs today. And okay, so this is all normal. This is the growing pains.
Allie, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I remember being 19 years old, and I remember selling my very first job. Like my very first job.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the feeling of what it was like to be building something that was my own.
Yeah.
I remember what it was like when that fire lit inside me, and knew that for the rest of my life, I wanted to do something that was going to build a brighter future for myself. I knew from that moment forward that was it. Your son has a fire lit within him right now. He's sold his Mustang, a Joy Toy, to invest into his future. How incredibly proud are you of your son for making that decision?
I'm very proud. Absolutely very proud.
I mean, I gotta say this. Your son, the best thing that he can do right now is surround himself by the right people, by the right 5 people.
Yep.
It's leadership is not something that is easy. It's very, very difficult. And if you don't have the experience, the knowledge, and all of the right people around you, the learning curve can be a lot more steep, and you can also, the chance of the bumps in the road are a lot more likely. So my suggestion is relentlessly block the round table in the calendar for him. And if he can't make it because he's out working and busy outside of that, because he has that priority, then he needs to watch the recording, because this is all recorded and it's sent to everybody afterwards. So if you look at this screen, if you look at the screen right now, you'll see the names and the email addresses of a bunch of incredible humans that are all on here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he's in the right place. I wouldn't change a thing about my path. And I started with a 5-gallon pail of sealer. So congrats to your son. And yeah, let's go. I know I can see Clay fist pumping right now. Clay, come off mute, Clay. Come off mute, because we need a little Clay time. Come on.
What's going on, y'all?
Clay, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
Right. You out making money now? You out building your business, brother?
Oh my gosh, I'm making thousands of dollars a week. I need help. I need help. Like this is a lot, you know, and but I'm doing it. I'm out here doing it. I got my truck. I got my branding, you know, because I got inspired from you, and you changed my life and everybody that's on here. You know, you change all of our lives, Judd.
Clay,
You know, with Asphalt Kingdom and with everybody that's on here. Like I'm not trying to steal the show. I'm just saying, like,
is mom there? Is mom there? Is Kelly there?
You figured it out.
Where's your mom?
My mom, okay, my mom is right here. Hey, mama, say hi. Because he heard you.
Hey, I told him not to steal the show.
No,
Let somebody else talk.
How proud are you of Clay?
Very proud. Yeah.
Look at him, what he's building. Look, and you put trust into him, and you put an investment into Clay that allowed him to now build a better, brighter future for himself. What an incredible thing. And I mean, guys, this makes my heart sing. Like when I say heart sing, this is it. And Allie, just take a look. Like this isn't a Hollywood movie. This is real life, real people having an incredible opportunity to connect with each other and to be able to build a better future. How awesome is that? Clay, we love you.
Dude, I love you too, Judd. Thank you so much, man. You have helped me create my own destiny. Like you have helped me more than what I could ever thank you for ever in my life. Like you have changed my life and my whole family's life.
Everybody on
and
here,
this right here, this is my buddy Pookie. And he just quit his job to come and help me full time. And he's finna have his own asphalt asset maintenance business. He is. You're finna see him next Wednesday on the round table.
Nice,
and
buddy.
you changed my life, and we're finna change whoever's life that is around that can listen. Because what we're doing right now, every Wednesday at 7:00, is changing the world, guys. Every single one of us on here, we are changing the world. You know,
right.
and it's incredible, man. And I love all of you guys so much. Like I really do. And
well,
that's enough about me, man. There's so many of you guys on here, like, you know, like, but thank you guys so much.
I am so excited every time you come on because your words and your energy is absolutely magnetic, man. And it's listen, there's a lot of people speaking about you, Mr. Clay. I can tell you that there's a lot of people having conversations about you. So keep going, keep that discipline, keep that persistence. Let's go.
They got every right to. He got me sold. Hey, he got me sold. He got me sold. I'm ready to get this shit. I'm ready to get this shit rolling.
And he's in
I'm
there.
ready to get this shit rolling.
You know, and he's
ready to get this shit rolling.
And he's in there. But listen, hey,
All
thank
right.
you guys so much, y'all. You know, every single one of you guys on here, Judd, Matias, everybody in AK. Thank you guys, man, for changing my life.
Thank you. We love you, Clay.
I love you, man.
Later, bud. Allie, was that any help?
Clay, you are just freaking adorable. And your mom too. That makes me feel good that I'm not the only kind of looking out for her kid. And is everybody from like all over the country and Canada, all over the US and Canada, where like I'm from the Northeast, where we only really have 2 good months to be seal coating. Like, is it still worth it even in areas like this?
You got seven months, but where are you exactly? Remind me where you are.
Massachusetts, New Hampshire.
Yeah, man, you should connect with Dom Manzo right here. Dom Manzo, you can see his name. Dom, maybe you want to drop it in the chat too, your email, but Dom runs a coaching program as well. So you may want to consider speaking about that and maybe investing into some coaching out in the field, because Dom has built a beautiful business there. So just as a side.
Yeah, and looked as far to find out what the coaching program is all about, or?
Yeah, there's a link in the chat. So if you check out the chat window right there,
okay,
just click that link and then you can go over and set up an acceleration session. But yeah, there's all kinds of good info on there that they'll take up with you afterwards. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. You're very welcome. Guys, I've got an inspiration. I mean, that was all inspirational too, but I've got another inspirational story. I don't believe we have Alex Coring on here, but I'm going to share something. Hopefully he doesn't mind me sharing this. No, he's not on. Raise your hand if you know who Alex Coring is. Alex Coring, Sidewalk Safety. You guys know, a lot of you know who he is. So he's in California, and they started actually his father-in-law, Gary, started a grinding business. And the grinding business is of course, they use like a scarifying business, right? Grinding. So they use a scarifier and they ultimately grind tripping hazards on concrete and asphalt. And Gary had built a really nice 6-figure business with that grinding business. And then Alex came into the business and said, it's his father-in-law, came into the business and said, I want to grow this thing. And so he rebranded and did a bunch of tuning and built a tech stack, a proposal system that he works with. And he developed the business and brought it to a 7-figure business, I believe within 4 years. And I remember going back it was, I think 5 years. 5 years ago when I met him at the National Pavement Expo for the first time, and he was just getting started. And he used to wear his scrubs. So he would sell medical equipment and he was training doctors to use the medical equipment. He'd be in scrubs. And then he'd literally go to his truck, change out of the scrubs, throw his construction boots on, his jeans and his work shirt, and start grinding. And it was like during that transition that I met Alex for the very first time. Since then, Alex and I have built a really incredible relationship. And his father-in-law has been in the grinding business for 25 years. So he knows everything about grinding, and in the state of California. So I got together with Alex and we developed a grinding course. It's going to be awesome. Going to be incredible. That's going to launch here probably in the next 3 months or 3.5 months. But the cool thing about grinding is that you can do it all year round. So my mission for you guys that are all really, really thinking about pavement asset management, I don't want you to think that you're not going to be able to make money all winter. My mission is to help you guys keep cash flow flowing in your business so that you don't have these roller coaster spikes of up and down revenue. Because if you ever go to sell your company, it doesn't look good to the company that maybe, or person who's acquiring your company, if you have these inconsistencies in your cash flow. Does that make sense? So if you were able to work on assets, concrete and asphalt, and you were able to prevent tripping hazards, which are a liability, a safety challenge, and could lead to litigation if somebody trips and falls. If you had the solution, which is the aspirin to solve that problem, then you'd be in a pretty cool place to be able to offer yet again a service that big paving companies don't offer generally, because Mr. Callaway, you're not going to go immobilize to go and grind a $750 tripping hazard unless it makes a lot of sense, right? It costs you more than that to immobilize your crews, right? Probably costs you a couple grand just to immobilize your crews, if not more, right? And so when and I see you nodding, but guys, this is a niche that is coming to you guys, and I'm really excited to be able to share that course with you guys. But the inspirational moment came when I was on Zoom with both Alex and Gary, his father-in-law, who's been in the business, in the grinding business again for 25 years. I think it's actually 30 years. They were on camera together, father-in-law and son-in-law. Father-in-law started this business with a grinding tool, like a hand grinder, grinding concrete curbs. And he started from bottom, like very, very, very at the bottoms, just started out. But he grew it and he stayed disciplined and he built his business and he bought the right equipment and the right vacuums and he started to build his 6-figure business. And then Alex, who's sitting next to him, has built this 7-figure business, and they're a full pavement asset management company doing 6-figure jobs, guys, 6-figure jobs, not 6 figures per year, 6-figure jobs. And Alex and Gary are both looking at each other, and Gary's saying, I just couldn't be more proud of my son-in-law, of what he's been able to do for our family, of building this thing and continuing to unfold the legacy that I started one day. And Alex looked back at Gary and said to him, if it wasn't for you, Gary, I wouldn't even be here. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be married to your daughter, number one, but I wouldn't be here even with the sidewalk safety backdrop and badass website and just a beautiful business. He wouldn't have it. And he wouldn't be able to provide that life for him and his family. And so the inspirational moment to me was that moment this morning. That's how I started my day in the meeting. And I want you guys to think about that. For those of you that are moms or dads on here, for people who are younger, who might not have a family yet, I want you to think about what it's like to build something that's beyond just a business. I want you to think about what it's like to build something that you look back on one day and you can really say, you know what, I changed a lot of lives. I helped a lot of people. And it lives on with me because I built it to not just rely on me. I built it because it could actually go into the hands of the people I know, like, and trust, and they can continue to grow it. And with that inspirational moment, of course, that brought me immediately to think about Keith Jr. and Keith Calloway Sr., who's on here right now. And Keith, I would love to get some words of what it feels like for you, to have built a business. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you've gone through this and you've lived it, you've experienced it. Can you share a little bit about what that's like to be able to build something that's legacy that you can pass along to your children like that?
I can say I could go for a long time, and I'll do my best not to, because I I have to go to a baseball game for my granddaughter here in a few minutes. I got to leave before this is over, but
okay,
which is of course what lights my life up, the grandkids now. But building a business with my son for 19 years, man, we've had our struggles, and I won't get into most of them. A lot of the story is his, but we've filed bankruptcy in that period of time. We've had struggles. We've had people leave. We've had trucks off of hillsides. We've had every possible problem you can imagine. Even this last week, we ran an excavator, same excavator, into 2 different bridges. Okay, so things happen, right? They happen. But the cool thing is that Keith Jr., my son, is handling all that operational stuff. I have no more operational influence in the company. But what I do have is that cultural thing that where I stood out on the driveway as the crew came in about an hour ago, and I visited with 2 of them, just visited, and it was so cool. And he and my wife and the other supervisors in the business, I have 1 more kid in the business with us now, and they're buying into the culture. And I looked up at this sticky note that's in the front of my desk. It says this: when influencing, talking about employees and the people, vendors, and these people that are around you that you can engage with. 4 points: involve them, give them control of the dialogue about them, place them in the story, like help them understand they're part of the story, and then allow them to persuade themselves about their own future. I don't remember when I wrote that down, but I stuck it up here on my sticky note, and I was just sitting here looking at my desk like, oh, that's a great saying. I wonder when I'll get to share that next time with somebody. Here I am about influencing.
And I know SNR Paintworks.
So just so you know, at K&L, our motto is transforming lives 1 shovel at a time. We came up with that about 2.5, 3 years ago. And what that's done is helped us make decisions. If it's not transformational, K&L doesn't do it. If it doesn't transform the lives of our people, our customer, the owners, our staff in the office, if it doesn't transform our lives, then we move to something else that does. Because now we're concerned with who was it talking earlier? Clay, is that his name?
Yeah.
You've changed my life. Well, you know what? He gets to change other people's lives now, and not just his customers. Like he's already changed the one guy's life standing there next to him. And who else is next? Watch out, world, he's coming. And that's what we get the privilege of doing. So, and then generationally, that's even better. It's even better. It's hard. Believe me, you work in your business with your father, with your son, with your brothers, sisters. It's hard. But you know what? It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be tense. But the better we handle that tension with maturity, really the further we get, because we actually can live in tension and still trust each other deeply. So there you go. There's my 2 cents.
Brother, thank you so much. I love that. That's all your words of wisdom always. I can see Don Manzo. He's like, man, I want more Keith. Right? Yeah. We all want, we all desire to spend more time with you, man. Thank you. Thank you. And enjoy that baseball game. I think you said baseball, right? Yeah. Rock and roll. Say hi to the family. We'll talk to you soon. See you, bud. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. You guys liking the roundtable tonight? You feeling good about it? Feeling good? Everything's cool? Yeah? Inspired? Feeling a little energized? It's nice to come from where you came from today to come here with a bunch of winners, doesn't it? Feel good? Raise your hand if you agree. All right. Cool. All right, guys, let's go into questions. We're going to do like a Q&A session. So let's roll into questions and then we'll go into a wrap up. We are good for time. We got about 15 minutes left. Questions, feel free to raise your hand, and then I'll bring you on with any questions that you might have. And John Vanzel, I heard you got your Airboss 300 in possession, rocking and rolling. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I did my first driveway today.
Yes.
It's working great. Thank you very much for your help.
Send me pictures. Send me pictures. I want to share it out. I want to share out stuff for you, man. Let's make sure we tag your company and share it all out.
Really, really appreciate it, Judd.
Much love, brother. Thank you. All right. Questions. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. There's got to be some hard questions. I know there's 39 people on here right now. We've got a hand up. John, do you have a question?
I do. Question being, I understand I can mix some sand in with my emulsion. In a 300-gallon tank, how much sand could I put into that?
When you're dealing with manual agitation, you've got to be delicate with the amount of sand load. So if you end up doing like 3 pounds of sand per gallon, that's like 900 pounds on a full tank. You do not want to go on that heavy on a manual agitator. It's going to be pretty tough. I would go a couple pounds of sand per gallon, which is kind of a, when you get into hydraulic agitation, it's a different beast of an operation. But like there's definitely sand loads. By the way, just as a side note, you can add sand loads up to like 4 pounds of silica per gallon. Anthony, are you running heavy loads ever? Like, what's your heaviest load that you'll run?
Yeah, we'll hit 4 pounds on something that's really porous, but normally we're 2 pounds. One thing you guys want to keep in mind is that that's off of concentrate. So if you're buying concentrate and you're diluting it, you're putting your sand in based off of the concentrate volume, not your diluted total. And that's something that people quickly lose track of. And they're like, I got to put all this sand in. It's of your concentrate. And if you're buying something that's ready to use, you have to account for the dilution that's in there. So when you're using ready to use, don't go full boat, scale it back to whatever you think that water component could be. If you have questions, just reach out.
And John, you can buzz me an email if you have questions regarding the material you have, and I'll give you exactly what you need to know about it.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool, brother. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody have, you do not want to use, by the way, do not use sand. If you have a centrifugal operated system, if you use any kind of trash pumps, any kind of centrifugal pumps at all, do not run sand through them. You'll just burn them out. It's not going to be the right solution. You definitely want to go to a paddle agitated tank and you want to use an air pump. So make sure that you don't do that. You'll deal with all kinds of challenges. Mr. Steven, come on. You're the next contestant on the AK Roundtable.
How long would you recommend for an infrared patch to cool before a vehicle drives over it?
Depends on the temperatures outside. Ambient temperature is generally what you want to wait for it to go back to. But I mean, it can still be warm and you can drive on it. It's not gonna damage anything. In Canada, if you're doing infrared in the fall, up in Canada, it can be ready 30 seconds after you heat it. No, I'm kidding. But you just want to really, you just do a good scuff test with your foot, and it's, it will tell you, and you can generally do it within an hour. Yeah.
Okay. Because I have a parking lot with about 50 presses worth of work in it. So
50 presses. That's a nice job. What are you charging per press?
150.
150 per press. That's a nice day of work. What's it going to do? 2 days? 2 days of work?
They're still humming and hawing about it, but yeah, I'm expecting 2 days, and it's all in the same drive-through as well. Very small area.
Well, the interesting thing is that they could hum and haw, but what's the alternative if they don't do it?
So they actually have an inspection, and I think they had it already. They are pulling rocks, like decorative rocks, from beside their restaurant to put in these potholes so that it looks nicer. And I'm like, guys, it's either me or the local paving company, and I priced them out, and it's going to cost you 10 times as much as me. So let's pull the trigger here. Let's do it.
Why aren't they pulling the trigger yet?
They are obsessed with money, and it's all about the dollar bill. And I've talked to them, and like, I'm saving you 10 times the amount of money here, and I can make it look good. Obviously, you're going to have a patch job, but let's extend the life of your asset. But there's like 3 decision makers, and I've already painted the parking lot, and they love it. And I've got that relationship going, but they're really sticky with their money.
So what are the 3 things? We have pavement asset management right up at the top. That's what we are. We're a pavement asset management company. Right below that, there's 3 emotional pieces that connect to that. Does anybody know what the 3 are? Anybody know what the 3 things, the 3 different words? It's the triple S. Anybody know what the triple S is? You need to use this in your marketing. Say that one more time.
Safety, safety, safety.
Safety. What's the next one, guys?
Sexy.
Sexy is another one. Yeah. And what's the next one? Come on, guys. We're in asphalt maintenance. We do maintenance on parking lots so we can extend the life. What does that do for the property owner?
Saves them money.
Correct.
Save them money.
Correct. So you have safety, save money, and sexy. Guys, I want you guys to be able to fire that back to me. You guys need to know that off the cuff, okay? Like pavement asset management, safety, save money, sexy, make it look great, right? Those 3 things. Why safety? Because you don't want to have the liability risks on a parking lot for a property owner. Why? Because that could lead to litigation. Raise your hand if you agree. Cool. Next, save money. How? By prolonging the pavement asset's life so that they don't have to repave it so often, right? So if we could extend the life of that asset by 3 times by doing proper maintenance every 2 to 3 years, we can save that property owner money, right? Raise your hand if you agree. All right, cool. Make it look great. Do you think that it's important for a business to have a great looking parking lot so that it attracts customers as well as makes their staff in-house feel a little bit like they're pretty nice to see a great looking parking lot in a business and know that the owner of the business is taking care of it? Who thinks it's important to have a great looking parking lot? I think so, for sure. So if those 3 things are truly, truly important, then we should use that in our marketing. We should use it in our sales. For my whole Asphalt Kingdom team that's on here, this needs to be taught to people you're speaking to on the phone when you're doing your meetings, when you're speaking to people starting out in the industry or already in the industry. Doug, Matthias, Addie, Glenn, all of you who are on here, you need to train every single person in the industry that you communicate with about this. Why? Because the more that they use this stuff, the more that you guys use this stuff, the more you're going to close deals and be able to speak the language that's emotionally connecting the potential buyer to write a check for you. Remember, a presentation or marketing, any kind of marketing campaign or any kind of proposal with a school is going to be focused more on sexy or safety? Safety, right, guys? A school will be safety. Municipalities, storage facilities, yacht clubs, golf courses, private airports, you name it, right? We need to make sure that the safety, save money, sexy. I don't know which one is the right one based upon the customer group, but you guys need to know that the customer group is going to warrant the one to speak about safety the most. Does that make sense? Choose the one that makes most sense to them and then lay that out in your proposal to them. Speak about that. Safety. You wouldn't want anybody tripping and falling in your parking lot, would you? No, of course not. The last thing you'd want is a student getting hurt in your parking lot. That would be absolutely terrible. Safety, that's what we focus on first. We take care of all the potholes. So there's no liability risks, no injuries. We'll make sure to take good care of that. We'll also seal up all the cracks watertight so they don't lead to potholes and depressions, which are the tripping hazards. Let's take care of that right now too. If it's not in the budget to seal coat and stripe right now, let's at least take care of this stuff. I'm going to give you the aspirin to your pain that you've got right now in your parking lot. And then what we'll do is we'll provide you with the vitamins down the road once you have it in the budget. I'm just freestyling with you guys, but does that make sense to you guys? Is that good?
Yep.
And
I like it.
I speak this all the time, right? Why? Because I believe with the utmost conviction that if you use it, you're going to be more successful. Straight up. Straight up. Cool? Nice. All right, guys, any questions or any comments, following comments to that part right there? We got 39 people on, guys. We've got 5 minutes left for some more questions, and then we're going to one word close. By the way, if any of you are wondering what my favorite song was while I was developing Asphalt Kingdom in a dark basement with a punching bag pending on the keyboard and writing hundreds of pages of content. If you're wondering what song that was, it was Lose Yourself by 8th Mile. You've got one shot, one opportunity, don't let it go. That's what I was pounding on my keyboard to the beat. On replay, by the way, on an Axiom sound system. It was awesome. It was awesome. The song just came out when I registered the domain. I believe it was 2003, something like that. Man, 20 years goes by like that, guys. We got a lot of work to do to be able to accomplish tremendous success in our life. We're just getting started here, right? Like this is just getting started for us. And I'm super stoked for you guys. I want that energy to really fill your guys' heart, fill your passion, your desire to become better and to really create something magnificent for yourselves. A lot of you are already extremely successful. Become more successful. You're not there yet. You know what I mean? Goulash, right? Goulash, we're going, buddy. We're going all the way.
Absolutely, man. I agree with everything you're saying, Judd. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you,
good
brother.
to be on the round table.
It's good to have you on, man. It's good to have you on. Dom, what do you think? What do you think about all this, Dom?
This is crazy, man. I remember when we first started. Wow. Like, who knew that it was gonna just be this powerful, man? And it's just getting stronger. It's amazing. And you know, it was just, I think it was just like me and you at one point. And then now look at this, right? And all the people that the lives that is changing, and to see people living what I experienced, holy crap, man. It's like, it actually makes me want to work hard now. I'm like, all right, it's worth it. Let's go to the next level now. You know, like when I get down, I'm like, why did I do this? I come on here, I'm like, okay, I know why I did it. All right, let's go. Next level, you know, that's it. It does something for everybody. It's beautiful.
Yep, it is pretty incredible. And you know, what's really, really amazing is that a lot of you who are on here right now, you've been inspired by Dom's videos. You've been inspired by on his Instagram, on our YouTube channel. I mean, Dom goes back to like you're saying, like back to the beginning, man, where it was just like, it was different, right? And now we get to do this all together.
Well, it was so different, man. And you know what? It was like, you know, you had your vision, and it was like, all right, let's do this, you know, and it was like, wow, you know, pretty incredible stuff. And I cannot wait to see what comes ahead of us. It's just going to be incredible.
By the way, I'm committing to this. I've already committed to it, but January, Tampa Bay, baby, Tampa Bay, AK Roundtable Retreat. We will be there in Tampa before the National Pavement Expo, right before. So more to come on that. We're doing some finalizing on some of those plans. And we've got something really fun that's going to take place. Guys, I want you.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss that. Get in now.
For those of you that, by the way, Bryant, what's happening, man? You good, buddy? I miss you.
Doing good. Yeah, doing good, doing good. Been busy.
Yeah, you working?
Not on the business, but busy with another company. Yeah.
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 Got it. Got it. How are things unfolding there for you in California?
Good, good. I should be ready to start hunting some jobs out here pretty soon. So pretty excited. I'll be getting out there and doing it too.
Love it, man. Love it. Well, I can't wait to run with you again. So you have to either fly across North America down to the Caribbean for a good run around an island. Let's do it.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
My knee's better, so we're set.
Alrighty.
Guys, this is awesome. Man, how much fun. You guys remember that lake? The AK Pro Spring Training Conference? You remember that lake? Man. That was awesome. Wasn't it?
It was so refreshing.
Yeah, and I remember Doug jumping in the lake with the snapping turtles. That was pretty awesome. Guys, we're talking about the AK Pro Spring Training Conference we had in Astor, Florida. We partnered with Chip Stewart at Asphalt Pro. It was awesome. It was an incredible time. I can't wait to do that again with all you guys and have some fun doing it. So. Guys, we're up for time. We are going to go through one word close. There are a lot of people who are not on video, so I'm not going to be able to do the one word close for people not on video. I will be doing it with the people on video just because of the way that Zoom organizes everything. I'm going to lose track of who I've gone through here. All right, let's roll. We're going to start with Mr. John Vansel, one word close. You were muted, brother.
Success.
Success. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Mine is discipline. Matthias.
Commitment.
Commitment. Stephen.
Collaboration.
Spencer.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit and go with 3, but pay it forward.
Nice. Spencer, thanks for all your hard work, man. You're making a big difference. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Spencer's with the Asphalt Kingdom team, guys. He's a phenomenal lighthouse and willing to help you guys with anything you need. So keep that rocking, man. Keep that positivity, brother. We love it.
Absolutely. You'll have a great night.
You too, my man. Doug.
Focused.
Focus. Doug, same thing. I want to say Doug's with our team too, doing an incredible job, amazing positivity, and really is laying out what he wants for you guys so that, you know, you can achieve success. And so he works really hard. He's super committed, guys. So make sure you're reaching out to Doug too. If you're already working with Doug, keep pushing that forward. He's connected to some great people. We'll keep it powering. Matthew, what's happening, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Doing great, man.
It's my one word close was is safety.
Safety, yeah. Use it and keep people safe.
Yep.
Unit 10. One word close.
4 words. Believe in the process.
Believe in the process. I love it, man. That's a good one. I love it. Robert Ramos.
My one word close is believe.
Believe. I love it. Good stuff. Victor.
Grateful.
Thankful.
Grateful.
Grateful. Got it. Thank you, Victor. And by the way, I'm super stoked to be working with you, man.
Hey, I'm super stoked to be working with you too, man.
Cool. Well, we have lots to achieve down the path. I'm excited for it. Dom Manzo. One word close.
Inspire.
Mr. Manzo, you inspire me, buddy. You inspire me, Mr. Manzo. Cole Gappa.
It's been 3 weeks in a row, and it's going to be the same every week. So far, yeah, I'm hoping, but something about this roundtable, man, just gets me motivated. It's going to be motivated.
Love it. Well communicated. I love it, man. Thank you. Bryant, one word close.
Network.
Thank you. Clay, one word close, Mr. Clay. I hope you're not driving down the road right now while you're looking at that camera. You got to click that mute button.
I'm not. I'm sorry. What did you say?
One word close.
Love, bro. Love, respect, and family.
I love it.
Love, respect, family.
Let's go. Nice.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Mark. One word close.
Example.
Example. Nice. Thank you. Robert McKenzie in the house. One word close.
Experience.
Experience. Love it. Anthony, sorry, man. Did I already go across you, Anthony?
Trust.
Trust. Thank you so much. My screen, it's so weird. Like you guys, when you rate, so some people raise the hand and everybody ends up moving around, and I'm like, it's like building blocks. My brain's a little mushy at the end of the day. Thank you. Goulash.
Tampa. Let's go, baby.
I love it. Tampa. Bob Schwett, you're driving. We can see you. One word close, brother.
Peaceful, like out standing on that lake. Peaceful.
Yeah, man. 100%. Yeah, I missed that lake. That was awesome. Thanks, Bob. Drive safe, brother. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in on the AK Roundtable. When you leave here, I have one ask from you guys. One ask. Just one. Just one. Look deep into the mirror tonight, into your eyes, and tell yourself that you're proud of yourself, and let's work harder tomorrow. You guys agree? Raise your hand. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's make this happen, guys. One way, all the way up. Let's go. See you next week on the AK Roundtable. Same time, same place.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you,
Ciao for
everyone.
now. Thank you.
Ciao, kids.